Ladies and gentlemen, romantics and skeptics, dreamers and meme makers. Today we talk about that thing that makes you giggle at text messages like a teenager with a sugar rush. That magical, mystical, occasionally messy marvel we call true love. You know it's real when your stomach does somersaults, your brain turns to pudding, and your heart's doing cartwheels like it's auditioning for Cirque du Soleil. But let me break it down in unmistakable, undeniable, don't even try to ignore them signs. That you're in the presence of true love, you feel like a better version of yourself with glitter. It's not that the other person changes you or tries to mold you into someone else. No, it's more like they hold up a mirror and show you everything that's already beautiful inside you, especially the parts you forget or hide. They reflect your strengths back at you in high definition while gently reminding you that your flaws don't make you unlovable, they make you human. Around them, you don't have to perform or pretend. You're still you, just somehow more alive, more present, more sparkly. Like someone flipped the light switch in a room you didn't know was dark. They don't complete you, they remind you that you were already whole, and now you're just shining a little brighter. You laugh. A lot. Not the polite, socially acceptable kind of laughter either. We're talking full body, can't breathe, tears down your face, snort laughing madness. The kind of laughter that erupts out of nowhere, usually in the most inappropriate places, and makes your stomach hurt in the best possible way. With them, everything seems funnier, lighter, and somehow more joyful. Even the bad days get sprinkled with giggles, and the serious moments feel a little less heavy because you know a joke is just around the corner. It's not about always being in a good mood. It's about having someone who can find the humor even when life feels like it's falling apart. They know exactly how to make you crack up when you need it most. And the best part, you make each other laugh constantly like an endless comedy sketch written just for two. Silence feels like a warm blanket. It's not awkward or uncomfortable, it's peaceful, comforting, and somehow says more than 1,000 words ever could. When you're with them, you don't feel the pressure to fill every moment with chatter or noise. You can just be together, quiet, present. Whether you're sitting side by side watching the world go by, lying in bed after a long day, or simply sipping coffee in the morning light, the silence feels soft and safe. It wraps around you like a gentle hug, reassuring you that you're understood without having to explain yourself. In that stillness, there's a deep kind of connection, a knowing. It's the kind of silence that says, I see you, I feel you, and I'm not going anywhere. You want to protect their heart like it's made of unicorn glass, rare, magical, and impossibly delicate. There's something about the way they open up to you, the way they trust you with their stories, their fears, their dreams. It makes you want to guard that trust with everything you've got. You become fiercely gentle, ready to stand between them and anything that might cause them pain. Not because they can't handle life on their own, but because you want to be the safe place they can fall into when the world gets rough. Their happiness matters to you in a way that surprises you, and their sadness hits you like a punch to the chest. When they hurt, you hurt, and not in a dramatic, over-the-top kind of way, but in that deep, quiet ache that comes from loving someone so much, you'd do anything to keep their heart whole. It's not about control or rescue, it's about respect, tenderness, and this overwhelming desire to treat their heart like the sacred, one-of-a-kind treasure it is. Their quirks are your crack. The little things they do, the stuff most people might not even notice, absolutely light you up. The way they mispronounce certain words, hum while they're brushing their teeth, talk to their plants like they're old friends, or dance ridiculously whenever their favorite song comes on. It's all gold to you. You don't just tolerate their weirdness, you live for it. It's like their quirks are this secret language that only you get to enjoy, these tiny windows into their soul that make you fall for them all over again every single day. What others might see as strange or silly, you see as endearing, real, and utterly irreplaceable. You find yourself smiling at things they do even when they're not around, like your brain is replaying your favorite movie scenes on loop. And the best part? They don't even realize how lovable they are in those weird little moments, which somehow makes it even better. Time becomes a slippery noodle. It stretches, twists, slips right through your fingers, completely impossible to hold on to when you're with them. Hours feel like minutes. Conversations that start in the afternoon somehow leapfrog into midnight without either of you noticing. You look up and wonder where the day went, but you don't really care because every second was wrapped in them. There's a strange kind of time-warping magic that happens when you're in love. Moments slow down when you're savoring them, like when they're laughing at your terrible joke or falling asleep on your shoulder. But then the goodbyes, oh man, the goodbyes feel like someone hit fast forward on your favorite song. Even if they're just stepping out for a little while, it feels like a tiny eternity. Time just doesn't behave the same way. It bends around the bond, warps around the wonder of being with someone who makes you forget about clocks and calendars. When you're with them, time doesn't measure minutes, it measures meaning. You become their biggest fan. Not in a superficial clapping from the sidelines kind of way, but in a deep, soul-rooted, I believe in you even when you don't kind of way. Their dreams matter to you as much as your own, maybe even more. You find yourself hyping them up before big meetings, sending encouraging texts when they doubt themselves, and celebrating their victories like you just won the lottery too. You notice the way their eyes light up when they talk about what they love, and it makes you want to do everything you can to help them get there. Their passion becomes contagious. You're there for the late-night doubts, the failed attempts, the almosts, and you never stop cheering because you see who they really are and what they're capable of. You become the person who claps the loudest, stands the tallest, and shouts, "You've got this," even when the crowd is silent. Because love doesn't just admire from a distance, it shows up, lifts up, and stays all in. You fight, but it's different. It's not about yelling, slamming doors, or keeping score. It's not about trying to win or being right. It's about understanding even when emotions are high and words come out messier than you meant. With them, arguments aren't explosions, they're conversations that might start with tension but end in clarity. You care too much to tear each other down. Even when you're frustrated, there's a thread of love running through it all. A quiet reminder that you're on the same team, even when you don't see eye to eye. You learn how to listen, really listen, not just to respond, but to understand. You start to recognize their triggers and protect them instead of using them. You apologize when you need to. You forgive without dragging up old wounds. Disagreements become a way to grow, not something that drives a wedge between you. They're uncomfortable, sure, but they're rooted in the desire to keep choosing each other, flaws, frustrations, and all. Because when it's real, love doesn't avoid conflict. It just handles it with a little more grace, a little more patience, and a whole lot of heart. You feel safe, emotionally, physically, cosmically. It's like something inside you finally lets go of the constant tension you didn't even realize you were carrying. You're not walking on eggshells, you're not second-guessing every word you say, and you're not bracing for the emotional rug to be pulled out from under you. With them, you can breathe. You can show your full self, messy emotions, weird thoughts, bad days, all of it, and know they won't run away. There's a steady kind of comfort in their presence, a calm that wraps around you like your favorite hoodie on a stormy day. They don't just make you feel seen, they make you feel held. Like even when life is chaotic or falling apart, you've got a soft place to land. And it's not just physical safety, though, that's there too, in the way they instinctively reach for your hand or pull you close when you're anxious. It's bigger. It's cosmic. It feels like the universe aligns something just right when you met, like you're tethered to each other in a way that transcends logic. You feel protected, supported, and at peace even when everything else around you isn't. You do weird things together and call it tradition. It's the kind of thing that doesn't make sense to anyone else, but to the two of you, it's everything. Maybe it's a Tuesday night where you both eat cereal in your pajamas while debating the meaning of life. Or maybe it's a random ritual of sending each other the most ridiculous memes first thing in the morning. You start these little quirks almost by accident, and then before you know it, they become your thing, something that's uniquely yours. It's not about perfection, it's about the joy of doing something fun and ridiculous just because it makes you both laugh. Over time, these weird traditions create little touchstones in your relationship, reminders of the spontaneity, the lightness, and the joy you've built together. They might not make sense to anyone else, but that's what makes them special. They're proof that love doesn't always need to be grand or serious. It can just be two people finding joy in the smallest, strangest moments and calling them tradition because they've turned into something priceless. They inspire you to grow. Not because they ask you to change or demand anything from you, but because their very presence challenges you to become the best version of yourself. You start to see your potential in ways you never did before, like they've handed you a pair of glasses that let you see the bigger picture. Their support is unwavering, but it's not just about standing by you when times are easy, it's about lifting you up when you're uncertain and pushing you to reach higher when you doubt your own strength. They don't tell you what to do, but they believe in your dreams and encourage you to pursue them with a passion you didn't know you had. They help you realize that you're capable of more, and they don't hold back in showing you how incredible you can be when you step outside your comfort zone. Their growth becomes your growth. They teach you to embrace change, to lean into discomfort, and to take risks that bring you closer to the person you've always wanted to be. And in doing so, they remind you that love is not just about two people coming together, it's about two people helping each other evolve into something even greater than they could be alone. You miss them before they leave. Even if it's just for a short time, just a few hours, or a quick trip to the store, it feels like a tiny eternity. There's something about their presence that fills up all the quiet spaces in your life, and when they're not around, the stillness feels louder. You realize that it's not just about the physical absence, it's the way they make you feel whole. Even before they've actually walked out the door, a part of you starts to ache a little, knowing that a piece of your world is temporarily missing. It's not about needing them, it's about wanting them, wanting to share everything with them, even the little mundane moments. You miss the way they laugh at your bad jokes, the way their hand fits perfectly in yours, or how their energy fills up the room in a way that makes everything feel just a bit more alive. It's that unspoken connection, the kind of bond that makes you realize, I don't want to be without you, even for a second. It's not clingy or needy, it's the deep, quiet recognition that their presence is the thing that makes everything feel right. You can be ugly with them. And by ugly, I don't mean the superficial stuff, it's the real, raw, unfiltered version of yourself. The one that doesn't have to look perfect, act perfect, or even feel perfect. You can show up with messy hair, tear-streaked cheeks, and a mountain of emotions you haven't sorted out yet, and they'll still look at you like you're beautiful. You can have a full-blown meltdown over something small, and instead of being judged or rushed through it, they'll sit with you, offering a shoulder, a hug, or even just their silent presence. You don't have to put on a brave face or pretend you have it all together when you're with them. They don't expect you to be polished or composed 24/7. They know the real you, the one that gets overwhelmed, the one that sometimes needs to fall apart before you can pick yourself back up. And you know it's safe to let those moments out because they won't hold it against you. They'll hold you. It's the kind of relationship where your flaws and imperfections are not only accepted, they're embraced. With them, you're allowed to be fully human, flawed, messy, and imperfect, and still feel loved exactly as you are. You feel it in your soul's funny bone. It's that deep, unshakable sense of connection that goes beyond the surface. It's the kind of feeling that makes you laugh not just with your voice, but with your entire being. You know that feeling when you're so comfortable with someone that even the most mundane moments become hilarious. That's what it feels like with them. They make you laugh in a way that's not just about humor, it's about something deeper, something that connects your hearts in a way words can't capture. It's the inside jokes that no one else understands, the look you give each other that makes you both burst into laughter even when no one else knows why. It's the little silly things that only the two of you share, and the way those things make you feel like you've discovered a secret language between your souls. Your funny bone isn't just tickled, it's awakened. It resonates with a joy that goes beyond the superficial, a laughter that feels like it's been a part of you both since the beginning of time. You can't help but be yourself around them, completely, wonderfully, imperfectly yourself, and somehow that brings out the most authentic, unguarded laughter in you. And that kind of laughter, it sticks with you. It lingers. It becomes a part of the foundation of everything. You'd choose them again. Every single time, in every version of every reality, in any universe where choices are possible, you choose them. Even if you could go back and erase the tough moments, the misunderstandings, the times you stumbled and fumbled, still, you would choose them. Because in the end, it's not about perfection or having everything figured out. It's about the way they make you feel when you're with them. The way they love you, challenge you, and help you grow. You choose them because every laugh, every shared memory, every quiet moment of understanding has woven a bond between you that feels both undeniable and irreplaceable. Even on the days when things get hard, when the world feels a little off, you know deep down that they're the person you want to stand beside through it all. The good, the bad, the moments of lightness and the times of struggle, you choose them again because they've become a part of you in a way that no one else could ever be. They're your person, your partner, your best friend. The thought of living a life without them is impossible because you know that no matter how many lifetimes you were given, they'd still be the one you'd seek out first. So if you found this kind of love, hold on tight, cherish it. Don't let the little things go unnoticed because those are the moments that make up the big picture. Love is not always easy, but it's always worth it. It's the laughter that brings you closer, the silence that makes you feel safe, and the imperfections that show you just how beautiful real love can be. If you haven't found it yet, keep your heart open. Don't settle for anything less than the kind of love that makes you feel like you've found your home, your partner, your person. True love is out there, waiting for you, and when it comes, you'll know. You'll feel it in your soul's funny bone, in your quiet moments, in the way their quirks make you smile. Remember, true love isn't perfect, but it's real, it's messy, and it's a journey you'll be glad you took. So go out there, live your life fully, and keep your heart open for the love that will inspire you to grow, make you laugh, and remind you that you're worthy of something beautiful. You've got this.